Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Thursday market webcast. Okay, so daily chart, you got your 2174 low. They did as high as 2560 yesterday. So yesterday was a day that they basically just took the shorts, tied them up behind the back bumper of the bus, and just dragged them along all day in what would best be described as, just this slow, steady move to the upside. A couple drops in between, but we spent the majority of the day long. We had a nice short at 42.5, but we were long in the overnight. We got short off the open. They faded that back pretty nicely, and then a really nice long from 24.70 up to where we took a 75 handle runner. So it was more two-sided, but mostly to the upside. Nice retracement now. So we've talked about the potential of this tape to getting into some kind of a range-bound trade, some kind of a triangle-ish type situation as it stretches into the spring and all this stuff gets processed. Is that going to happen? I don't know. But if it comes in here and it makes a higher low versus here and it start doing this stuff, that's fine. And it's a chance for the market to kind of take a breath and take a step back. I mean, could it just go ahead and careen off the edge, take out 2174? Sure. It could also make a very shallow higher low and pop the top at 2560 and go do the daily midband. They're all just possibilities. And people that hop on stuff and say, "Well, this is what's going to happen." Stop it. Just stop. Honestly, really. Okay? Why? Because you have a level? Come on, stop it. So what do we do from here? Well, as important as it was to keep an eye on the weekly pivot on Wednesday and on Tuesday and on Monday, here we are again. Here's our friend, the weekly pivot, the 9-day, and the roundy at 2400 about to get a retest. So you can see what they did. This was all bad for the Bears, and the Bears were really looking like their old selves, right? It's like, okay, if you're going to take it all the way back to weekly pivot and you're going to let them have it and then go ahead and make the higher high, I mean, that's a good old-fashioned, the Bears dropping the ball, end zone ready to score and they trip over a blade of grass type stuff. What the Bears are doing now, which is what makes all this different, which puts us in a bear market instead of a bull market, in my opinion, is that the Bears are reacting, they're fighting back, and they're pushing back. So, what are we going to have to deal with today? Weekly pivot, most likely. We'll see what happens here. We're short from the 25.30, 25.28 area. We took some profits into the close yesterday, and we've just been holding this runner all night. I was just kind of curious to see if they were going to go up and take me out, and they haven't taken us out. So, we're in it from 25.28. So the room's waking up to a nice one here. And we'll see just how deep this can go off the open. But this is your critical area that needs to be tested. And what I would say to the Bears, I'd put my arm around the Bears and say, look, if you're going to go all the way back down there, you better not blow it again. Because if you do that, heading into Friday, anybody with a long trade and a dream is going to say, well, we got a floor right here. They can't take out weekly pivot. That will embolden Bears, and we'll see what happens. Now, we have jobless claims coming up in like 13 minutes, and they are going to be fugly. It might be they're going to break records. They're going to break records, and I think we don't even know what the real number is because so many jobless claims haven't even been registered by the states to get back to some, economic data point Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. So I will be interested to see how the tape reacts to that piece of news at 8:30. Okay? You've got volume-weighted average price up at 44. 44 was a big deal yesterday. They chopped it around 44 there for a while before they took it up. Our proprietary moving average is at 31. 5-minute mid is at 33. But the key area remains right here. I mean, it just keeps drifting back. Every time I want to do a webcast, here we are. So continue to respect price, respect risk. I said yesterday, I entitled yesterday's webcast, Don't Be an Ideologue. Don't make assumptions about this tape. Please don't make assumptions about this tape. Don't say, well, they held it here, so it's got to go all the way back here. It doesn't have to do anything. Find the 10 handles in front of you. The next 10 handles will follow. Make no assumptions. Respect price, respect risk. Understand how volatile it is, and be flexible. Be flexible. Flexibility is the key. Not taking anticipatory trades, not taking anticipatory entries against risk markers is the one thing that I've been telling subscribers over and over again. That's really the only way you can get yourself all screwed up in this tape is if you take anticipatory entries. You assume that price is going to stop here, stop going up here, stop going down there. The problem with a tape like this is it's going to run you over by 15 or 20 handles. And then, to add insult to injury, it's just going to come right back and do what you figured it was going to do in the first place. So you might as well skip all that nonsense, wait for it to exhaust, wait for it to come back through your risk area, use your disaster stops, and let it run in your favor. That, if you can thread that needle, you will do well in this tape. You will do well in this tape, and you'll do well really in any tape. That, not taking anticipatory trades, not blind fading stuff, not blind buying, blind selling, not fighting price. I mean, don't think for a minute that a lot of people weren't fighting price here and, all the way up. And I would imagine the vast majority of them probably capitulated up here, so they're not having a real good time of it this morning as they wake up and see it at 24.20. All right, that's all I got. Take care, be safe, be healthy, trade them well, watch the weekly pivot. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.